Welcome to Paulding County's Poor Richard Show with your host, Benjamin Franklin. Take it away, Ben. Citizens, I'm here to tell you that a good example is the best sermon and a well done is better than well said. The following folks you'll see here momentarily are examples of these bits of wisdom from my Poor Richard's Almanac. First, we're going to visit with Janet Morlang, owner of the Next Chapter on Dallas Main Street. It's a bookstore.
Hi, I'm Janet Morlang, and I own a new bookstore downtown in Dallas, kitty corner from the courthouse. I have new books, used books. I'm trading books. This has always been a lifelong dream of mine to own my own business, and fortunately for me, I'm getting this opportunity now that my children are grown. You can find the best coffee in downtown Dallas here at my store. I also have a good combination of unique teas and gift items here.
What kind of books do?
The most popular books in my bookstore have been the suspense thriller selection. It's very good, and people have been bringing new ones into trade constantly. So it was a big seller in December. It continues to be my biggest success. In addition to that, I have an excellent intermediate reader section, which is for your middle school to high school age children, and you'll find many of the classics, and that has also been a popular place here.
Do you have a lot of the books that are required for classes?
I have been very open to carrying all kinds of books and have been asking teachers to update me on the summer reading lists and the reading list throughout the year. If I don't have a book and you'd like to get a book, I'm willing to special order it, and if it's a new book, I'm usually able to get it within the week.
You've got a good selection of used books at bargain prices.
I do. I have a great selection of used books. I have very few new books. We haven't figured out if that's something that Dallas needs, but I do have some new books and a big selection of used books at very good prices.
I like Janet, and I bet she has a copy of my autobiography. Pick it up sometime. It's good reading. Next on today's program is Bruce Sinicus, who is the purveyor of the most magnificent of smells in his burgeoning business, Scarlet Indulgence. It so much reminds me of the court of Louis XVI. Delightful.
Hey, I'm Bruce Sinicus with Scarlet Indulgence. We're a Paulding County business. We started this based on my wife and her mom having eczema and other folks having psoriasis in the family. And that grew into folks wanting to buy it, so we started doing craft shows about 4 years ago.
Y'all got a website, too. Do y'all do a lot of business on your website?
Yes, sir. We do great on the website. Most of our traffic on our website comes from the good folks at Paulding.com. And that is, of course, scarletindulgence.com, and one T in the Scarlet. Everybody tries to put two in there, but there's only one. And I was also telling you, Pat, we have a great line of Dead Sea Salt for those with psoriasis and eczema, or those who just want a little self-indulgence. And like Dead Sea Salt, I've got them scented, unscented, and I can custom mix them here with all different kinds of oils. Everything we get in is raw. We get in, and the other product I'll show you, which is our staple product, is shea butter, and that's what I was going to show you next. This here is shea butter, and this is our staple product here. It comes from a tree in Africa, and we mix this with some other quality oils like grapeseed oil. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is a fine Dead Sea Salt. And this is used in scrubs. The coarse Dead Sea Salt you wouldn't want to scrub your face with.
Mm-hmm.
So you would use that for a scrub, and then the coarse you would use more in just a bath additive.
Okay. Okay, and this basically it just dissolves in the water?
It just would dissolve in the water, and folks with eczema and psoriasis, they're generally already using it and they'll benefit from that. So what we're looking for are stores who would like to do a no money out of pocket business, or folks who maybe want to start from home but they don't have any money, so they could come here, they could sign out my product, they could even sign out my tent and tables if they'd like to do a show, and that would allow them to start a no money out of pocket business. They simply come here and they give me half the money from the product they sold. So you know, we're doing this buy one get one free to kind of beat the drum on that, and also beat the drum on the Paulding Humane Society site. They've been kind enough to allow us to do a fundraiser with them. You can add P Humane onto our website, and you can go to a site where they get half the money. So once our BOGO sale is over, you can shop there and they get half the money. I curse at MLM, and I don't want to go MLM, and I want to keep away from the MLM, and I strictly want to go, this is a no money, out-of-pocket opportunity, and perhaps in the future we'll be looking at, area representatives and things like that. But right now it's small enough where I'm looking for some people who want to start on the ground floor, sell it locally, and then as we move nationally, they could certainly become, perhaps a regional manager, and we could look at regional type developing. I'm a firm believer in guerrilla marketing, and I've got Scarlet sold on it, and she's reading the guerrilla Bibles now, and so we certainly have a game plan laid out for this.
Speaking of delightful, Miss Alicia Collins is the essence of the word. She is the proprietress of the Ritzy Pixie on Dallas Main Street. I feel I must have known her in Paris as well. She's such a stunning lady, such a stunning shop.
My name is Alicia Collins, and I own the Ritzy Pixie gift shop located in downtown Dallas. We're going on our 3rd year of being in business. We're also home to the Enchanted Tea Room, where we have tea parties for children. What my story is based on is the fact that a pixie supposedly lives here in the gift shop, and that's also what our tea parties are based on. So when your child has a tea party here, they're sure to get a visit from the Ritzy Pixie. We've probably hosted somewhere close to almost maybe 1,000 birthday parties. We stay booked up on most weekends, and we also do large parties for children. We now do spa parties, and we're about to do a new party, which is kind of based on a slumber party theme. And our newest product that we have are the mismatched socks, and it's called Little Mismatched. It's based on the idea that you can never find matches to your socks. So when you buy a set of socks, you buy them in sets of 3, and none of them match. So they kind of look like this. And it's cute because you can wear mismatched socks on purpose. You can mix and match any of them together, and it doesn't really matter because you know that you're supposed to be wearing them mismatched. And we actually have our new party that's based on these socks too, and it's the summer party birthday, and every child gets a set of the 3 socks to take home with them. It's a very girly gift shop. We have gifts for children, babies, women. We have some home decor. We have a lot of items here for embroidery and engraving. We have a little bit of something for everybody except for men. And we have
Among my accomplishments back in my day was the Postal Service. Now, this next Paulding County entrepreneur is walking in my footsteps and doing it better. Here is Martha Hardy speaking for her partners Renee Banks and Carlene LaMillionaire. What they do will make them early to bed, early to rise, and I'll predict they'll be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Running the UPS store next to Kroger at Georgia 61 and US 278.
We looked at several things, a nursery, different things, and I don't know anything about nurseries other than, Green Side Up, which was going to be the name of it. And then we went to Entrepreneur Magazine and found this and said, if we can work for Home Depot, be managers for Home Depot, we can work for ourselves, and do UPS. We can pack it and ship it, and, we can do business cards and help people with eBay, and we can do toys for tots and ship out tires and everything else. So
how many people are involved in this particular business?
there are 3 of us partners: Renee Banks, Martha Hardy, and Carlene LaMillionaire.
Are y'all originally from around here, or?
Carlene lives out here in Dallas. Renee and I both live in Douglasville, and so we picked this because this is a growing part of the county. We've got the new government buildings going in and the airport going in, so we wanted to be a part of the growth as well in Paulding County. Stuff across the town to Atlanta. We've shipped stuff to Beijing. We've shipped to our servicemen in Iraq, Ireland, Washington, D.C., Washington State, doesn't really matter, Canada.
Do y'all have a lot of eBay folks that are doing selling?
We have quite a few eBay people that come in, and a lot of them are new eBayers, so we give them our phone number and our address and tell them to call us up before they list their item, and you know what, we'll help them as far as their shipping is concerned, the size, the cost, with the weight, and we'll help them out with that because, their business is our business as well.
Okay. Just curiosity, have you been on PCOM much?
Actually, we have been on there a lot lately, simply because that's where you find out everything that's going out in Paulding County. So we have been, Renee keeps up with that part of it mostly, and she tells me. So, we're always welcome to have, our names out there, and then we'll enjoy going out there and actually putting, some advertisement out there as well, because Paulding County is part of the growth, and we want to be part of the growth with them.
Energy and persistence conquer all things. I believe these citizens showed you they have the dedication to succeed. All are great examples, and that is my sermon for today. Always at your service and for Paulding.com. This is Paul Richard reporting.